What do you mean by disrupt the harmony? Well, you know, if one person were to murder another? Murder?
Yes, indeed.
Stabbing, strangling. Oh my, drowning, igniting, how doesn't matter. You must kill someone if you want to leave. Huh?
You see,
I honestly believed that as long as you kept chasing your dreams, someday they had to come true. That person is creepy. He's talking about you. Don is... Oh, nice. Oh, nice. But to do that, you can't take your eyes off of your dream, not even for a second. Even if sometimes it's a bad dream, whether...
help me.
I'm honestly terrified of this girl. Her voice was small and shaky.
Why is this happening to me? To kill or be killed? I just can't take this anymore.
Is she gonna turn into a Sayori?
Sayaka.
Sayaka? Sayori? She's coming to kill me with the pillow.
Oh.
If it's her...
Sorry.
Oh no! I'm really sorry to come by so late.
Is she holding her arms
Sayaka?
like that because she's secretly hiding a pillow
She's
in
secretly
them?
hiding a pillow in her arms! Oh, she's standing in my room!
Not the pillow, dude. Not the pillow.
Sayaka, what are you doing out so late? She's gonna kill you with a pillow. Ah! Not the pillow, dude, not the pillow. I would have been motivated to do even better. But here, now, it was totally different. I wasn't living an ordinary school life, so I had a pretty strong feeling that the video wasn't going to end there. I hated having that feeling, but it turned out I was absolutely right. Oh my... And keep it right repeating, most importantly, where's Sayaka? Sayaka, yeah. I better check the bathroom. I'm gonna find her dead, I'm gonna find her dead, I'm gonna find her dead! Let's take a look inside. Oh, she's dead! She's dead! She's dead! She's dead!
Godly spear, Godnir.
Oh, crap. Oh, whoa! What? 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 The main girl! Isn't she on everything? What?
This wasn't supposed to. Why me?
Suddenly, right at the end, her eyes shot wide open. And just like that, she never moved again?
Are you
okay? Yeah, I'm good. But I've just been kind of hanging around here. To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. Okay. Interesting. Bless you, Zedda. Thank you.
Is this what's...
Cleaning duty. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? It just so happens that Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Is it actually the guy who bites his nails was now in ruins? And what I noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls who all simply collapsed. Oh my.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight.
It's about to go down. How was your day? It was very exhausting, very busy. Yeah, how was your day?
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done
Shrek turned 21
will
today.
receive punishment.
What?
But if you pick the wrong one, Then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
Oh, snap. Is that on that work arc? Yeah,
And the
exactly.
killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a
Think that's gonna-
goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick?
Your boy's pet.
What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship
So that's why I put
penetrates
them
even
in-
death's barrier.
Wow, so that's why I put a red X over them with black.
Friendship penetrates?
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were
What?
only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
For a Monokuma,
Oh, no
probably.
reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial
scared.
begin.
I'm gonna guess wrong. Whoa, hello, Poggers. Hello, how are you?
Oh, yeah.
It's about to begin, the debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about anything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line! Our first non-stop debate is about to begin. What would you like to hear?
Probably,
Like-
yeah, because it's gonna tell you how to play, because it's like a mini game.
Okay. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. Oh, yes! My sister Os is right here.
Hello.
Yeah. During these discussions, the characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. Ooh, so this is real life. Oh no. I'm scared. I don't know what.
Music, yeah.
Make your argument. Oh my. Evidence of a struggle.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, we know that part.
That's your like counter argument. You see someone that's like
Okay.
lying or something.
In the bathroom.
In the
So it
bathroom.
seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
So orange letters you can counterattack if
She didn't even have a chance to resist. Oh,
No, that's wrong.
Yeah. Wow. Break.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
a struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
No.
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious
So
after
dramatic,
taking
yes.
one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
So,
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Oh.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
Well, it is. We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. Ah, I'm gonna get dizzy! Oh my, this is intense.
yeah.
This is intense, guys.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
No. It was from the kitchen.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
I feel like I'm watching a movie now.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so
You don't
the
have to
murder
look
weapon
real
was a kitchen
close.
knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
No, I didn't!
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime.
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere, just waiting for us to find it. Because I know darn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates, but you like to hear more. Sure. You can concentrate by holding down the space key. Ooh, that's how we concentrate.
That makes it go down in slow-mo or something. Yeah.
While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. It's been fine so far, unless they like speed talk. They talk over each other.
Eventually it gets harder.
Okay.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret. Nobody...
No, that's wrong!
That's wrong! I love getting dizzy while solving a murder. It's great.
Okay,
It's great.
Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Ooh! Yeah, Hina.
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. Ooh,
Just to be perfectly
short stream.
clear,
Yeah, I'm
the
sorry.
knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
Did you?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time.
I have an alibi.
In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
There's no way!
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and
Ooh.
so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
Ooh.
So in other words, two people can work together,
Only one
but
of
one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rule?
That's true.
Good grief! Enough already. No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case.
He's going crazy on the right.
Oops. Did I say that out loud?
So it's just
Anyway,
one.
I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife, so I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
I love Celeste.
No way! I swear it wasn't
I
me!
knew you were gonna like her.
I love the sprites shaking violently when they're nervous. Oh, yo, I got enough fun today. Yay! Finally. That's great.
Sure,
Awesome.
but can you or
I bet it
anyone
feels
else
amazing.
prove that?
I can.
That's right.
Ooh.
Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right. But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well,
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
Boom.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
No, it doesn't.
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms. But it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room, so I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together?
They are both girls.
It's unwholesome.
Unwholesome, indeed.
Yeah,
but they're both girls.
I'm a girl.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
I am so sorry.
But if it wasn't either
My
of
phone's
you,
charging, it
then
died.
what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, the Discord, I mean. Yeah, the
Oh,
Discord.
yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Someone who's not here? Are you talking about?
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
What? So Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was Sayaka.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most
I don't think I see you. Unless if your name is not anything like
victim himself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
Yeah.
So you're saying the knife
But then it was
she
used
took
against her.
was then
Thank
taken
you,
from
Pan.
her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all.
I hope she's the murderer because she's blaming me so hard.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Darn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna
Hold
die.
on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto
I love
is the killer.
Kyoko. I love
wouldn't
her.
You say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Yo, is that a 2.0 coming in with
Yeah! Something that should have been at the scene, but wasn't. That must have been be a crucial point. If we can just figure out what that something is. Ah, dizzy time. Hair.
Now I understand.
Wow, I completed it.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
There wasn't.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yeah.
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room?
Yeah, exactly.
It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason
True.
all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not
Yeah,
just her hair.
that wouldn't make sense.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Then they ran after her, got into the bathroom,
Powerful
and
9
stabbed
seconds.
her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
The killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence proves it is the object the killer broke. The doorknob.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
Are you the killer?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken.
What doorknob?
See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room?
Why would he?
But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then, let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Oh my goodness, why is there so much to learn? Ah! So much information in such little time. Exactly. Okay, the door frame.
The incident took place in Makoto's room.
Yes, that's true.
Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Yes.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Yes.
Then the killer ran after her.
Yes.
And they got into the bathroom.
Yes.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
That's true.
Because Sayaka had locked it.
I'm guessing, maybe?
And finally, the culprit had Sayaka cornered.
To finish the job, they stabbed her with the kitchen knife.
It was you, wasn't it, Makoto? Admit it. We already know the answer.
She's so annoying. It's not because the door was locked. No, there's a different reason entirely.
Sayaka had locked it.
Wah!
No,
he's wrong!
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Woo! I didn't even think about
that. Now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
It couldn't open.
Because it was stuck.
It's just stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Is the redhead the murderer?
True as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door, that's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked, so they didn't know that the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime that they didn't know was the crime took place in Sayaka's room. The crime took place in my room. Yeah.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Yeah! Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. The killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is
definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then
I am
Makoto
obviously not the killer.
couldn't have done it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I've been trying to tell you!
Then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up!
What?
Quit without saving!
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules!
She finally
Majority
admitted it,
rules?
yes.
You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah.
Our lives are on
necks
the
on the
line.
line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
I'm having my bets on Redhead right now.
Then maybe someone
He seems
picked the lock?
sus.
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono
No, she
just
said she wouldn't.
let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka let someone in. Because... her keys... Wait, there's no way. Because switching rooms? Wait. Because... burnt, incinerator, trash duty, aisles... dorm nameplates, bathroom doorknob, bathroom frame. I think it's because of the keys. Yeah, it has to be the...
I got it! Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she's been
Tenorine's
through,
sass
I
moment.
just can't
Yes.
believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
You saw yellow vent? Oh, snap. There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two in 5 minutes. Come see me in my room, Sayaka. Check on the nameplates to make sure you don't get the
I found
wrong.
a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
That's
Oh
original.
man, I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap. I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
They saw you vent on cams.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room. Huh? Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But
Of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature.
Sayaka.
Sayaka's signature.
Then that note, Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, Even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention.
Ah, dizzy time again. Make your argument time. Okay. Dorm nameplates.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yes.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
No, it's wrong.
I don't know if I hit the right one.
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves.
That was funny hearing her in slow motion. She was like,
As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name.
Yeah.
And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Yes.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right.
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The only other person who knew we had switched rooms was...
The only other person who knew you switched rooms.
Was Sayaka.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why it feels like I'm
Me
being
and
asked a
Sayaka were the only
trick
ones who
question.
ever knew about us switching rooms.
It would be awesome if the actual rooms nameplates had pixel arts of the owner. Yes.
So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
Like, why did she do all this? There's something I want to talk to you about, just us two, in 5 minutes. Come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room,
She
okay?
specifically tells the reader to
What?
check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched. But
This is so
why
confusing.
would she switch them in the first place?
Why?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to
Like,
your room,
what is
but not
going
telling them to
on? My
switch
brain.
rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out. We know who did it. Whoever she invited over is the culprit.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot.
Nobody's gonna admit they were invited over.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Yes, there's gold
Oh,
on her
yeah.
wrist.
What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
Yes.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
Because there's gold on it. Gold on her wrist. The reason why it broken was fake the sword because when you look at the wrist, there's no doubt. It's all glittery.
All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there.
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically,
It sure is.
the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword. Right there on her wrist.
Oh my goodness.
Figured it.
Wow.
The truth draws ever closer.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
It is. What happened in my room and what led to Sayaka's death, that's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about why. Are you getting used to these non-stop debates? Yes, I am. Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. Crap. But just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots! For our purposes this time, the logic difficulty will be set to mean. What? They set my difficulty to mean!
The culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. The sword-based sneak attack.
No, that's wrong.
Is it wrong?
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword. Because the sword sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the
kitchen knife? Oh, that's what.
That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first.
So she knew he
That's
was,
true.
or she was gonna.
With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse.
Maybe Sayaka was trying to kill someone and then they killed her?
There wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Do you remember when I said that maybe Sayaka was like planning to switch rooms so that she could blame the murder on me? Maybe she was trying to do that, but she ended up dying in the process.
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out.
You're so big brain, Zeta.
Found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too.
That's a little far-fetched. I don't know.
After they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
You're kind of slipping up.
But I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
She used the knife.
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Part of her body that shows she'd never used a sword. If you want to use a sword, which part of your body would you touch it? Wait, which part of your body would have to touch it? Your palms.
Talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean. So
oh, it would have gold on it.
Yeah. How can you know that just by looking at
gold?
Her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
No.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
What?
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because there's a certain regulation that talks about what happens in bathrooms at nighttime. The water is off.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower yet.
Oh my goodness, she just keeps getting worse and worse.
Oh
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
Insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword.
Exactly,
But
you're finally catching on.
Then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife
was Sayaka. The one who damaged the sheath would have been the one without the sword. Sayaka.
Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
Yeah, we already knew that. She went in the kitchen. They saw her go grab it.
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first,
So
and
she
the
attacked
sword
first.
was used as an impromptu defense.
Everybody started to catch up with us,
Who
guys.
attacked first was
Sayaka?
Yeah, they know it.
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
She tried to kill whoever came
Far
in.
from it. It's almost as if
Yeah.
she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
What?
Took the knife from the kitchen,
Yeah.
then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in.
But
and
they
if
can
it's
fight her
true that she had
better.
the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation,
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to...
Yeah.
Me?
She was sus from the beginning. Now I don't feel bad for everything I said about her.
That
Okay.
would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room, where she... And by
Whoops.
committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out, while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Ew.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Exactly.
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true!
It is true.
Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it.
Yeah, come on.
Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. Wow! Make your argument. Dying message.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Yeah, there's not.
Very well. Then let's review all the clues we found up to this point
Okay,
one more time.
that's fine.
Do we really have time for all that?
Die!
Oh yeah, we don't have time.
If we don't do something,
Oh, get this girl off of my screen.
But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Apparently there are more. He's wrong!
Do you remember what the dying
There
message
still
was?
might be one clue left.
Oh.
Sayaka's dying message.
Oh, it's the 11037 or something like that.
Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 110.
Wow, I remembered it!
Well, before we get too
I
far
remembered
into
it.
that, I have to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Is that a small brain? Oh no. There's no question that Sayaka wrote that message, and I can prove it. It's her finger, right? Yeah, finger.
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because
Yes!
he used that finger to write the message.
Now I understand why Oz told Zetta to not look at the chat. I understand everything now.
So she'd have to use her left hand to write.
I think we can all agree Sayaka voted. What the heck do those numbers mean? 1, 1, 0,
Wait,
3,
what if it's
7?
not numbers at all? Oh, it's Leon! It's Leon! It's Leon! Oh! It's Leon! Oh!
I told you to not look at the chat, and Don was like, it literally says Leon.
Oh my goodness.
You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not.
Yeah, we have to see if we can figure it out.
But
We
I
got
don't
him!
know what kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Upside down letters.
What?
No, it's just...
Is that the
look at
redhead dude?
numbers, assuming they're not numbers.
Leon?
Don't
Yeah.
these first two...
Oh,
one
he was fishy.
look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right.
Yes, it's an N.
The
See the little
connecting line is
streak in
very
between?
there.
Very
So I assumed it was 1, 1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just
Woo!
said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N, N037
Leon.
doesn't make any more sense than before.
It's letters. It's no use. I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Yes! Woo! Huh? Rotate it?
Rotate it.
I think maybe I see something.
Now I see.
All these nonsense and then all we had to do was see the numbers on the wall.
Yeah, we could have just seen that.
Oh my goodness.
Right on to who did it. So, whose name did she write?
Sayaka's dying message reveals the killer's name. If you turn her message 180 degrees, it should be crystal clear.
Search someone who did it.
Boom!
The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees.
Yes.
If you turn the message around, it becomes the letter
Whoa.
L-E-O-N.
Whoa.
L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence.
What?
It's just a bunch of random squiggles that
No.
happen to look like my name.
No.
No, it's not random
It's
at
perfectly written.
all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against
So that's how she would see
In
it,
that
yeah.
position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That's true.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me.
Nope.
I'm the killer? You can't
Yes.
just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The evidence he tried to get rid of. It's the thing that I found on the ground in front of the incinerator, right? He tried to get rid of this. It's burnt, so I would say you tried to get rid of it.
The burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed
Is it his
Sayaka,
blood?
they must have gotten some of her blood
Yeah.
on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Not just that, the fact that his name was written on the wall!
Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Oh my goodness, we haven't revealed the truth already?
The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of, there's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. When it was disposed of, where it was disposed of, how it was. We already know the time of the killing, so how, I guess, I don't know. We're just gonna try it.
If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in. And the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
No.
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. And that's exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer. What is it? We're almost there, we're almost there.
Yeah.
The shattered crystal ball.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
No. What's wrong with that?
Shit.
Oh.
Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy it.
There we go.
No, it's wrong.
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could.
Let's just drive his baby. Yeah.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
The killer had to use the crystal ball in a certain way, which was through it because it broke. I don't know what divine with it means as well.
The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Going through that through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off the last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy. No fairy.
So the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far, and could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no
Wait,
way.
he's the bat. He's the baseball. He's the baseball.
Yeah,
he's the
he's
baseball
the
dude.
baseball.
Of course he could have thrown it.
Difficult.
He's the baseball expert.
Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
It wouldn't have been much of a challenge for a killer because of the ultimate baseball star.
Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Is it
Right.
Leon,
How stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate
Yes.
baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it?
Ooh, Us gone.
Then. Makoto, go
Us.
ahead and review the incident one more time.
Us. What happened to you? Okay.
What the hell do you mean end this?
Say what you want, Leon.
Say what you
But all the
want.
questions have
Say
been
what you
answered,
want.
and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
The closing argument is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes. Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you will have a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. I'm not gonna have fun. I'm scared. Oh, snap.
Yeah, you gotta put the pieces of what happened where. To remember everything that happened.
Okay, so this was here. Act 1 is she came at him with a knife. Oh snap, there's more! Oh wait, no, that's not Act 1. Act 1 shows up at the door. Oh, Act 2.
Yeah. Like a little comic. This game is so good, what the heck, yeah. And you see why I recommend it for her to play it.
Oh. Oh, this is epic. Whoa. We get to see a comic book of it. This is crazy.
And it does this at the end of every trial, too.
Wow. Whoa, look at that face.
Oh.
I think it would just be... So would it only be this right now? I don't think that matches it though. Because... No, that it would match it. Okay. This would go here. He cleans up. He throws the ball. The incinerator shirt. Wait, no. He throws it. And then the shirt. Okay.
The killer is you!
You!
I think I better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
Ooh, we get to watch it happen.
Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier.
Oh. No, I didn't lay out the reasoning right. I need to rearrange the events of that case.
Oh, maybe those two are swapped?
Oh, maybe they are.
Yeah.
Boom.
But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom.
Yeah, she was scary.
The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife,
oh my,
and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone.
Oh my.
With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room.
Whoosh.
The killer managed to throw the ball through
Look at
the
that. Da.
hit the incinerator.
Za. Sha.
For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed.
Boom.
Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
Wow!
Isn't that right, Leon?
Yeah, Leon.
Yeah, Leon.
Complete!
It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt. And that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball? You thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object!
Whoa.
I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence!
We have
Where's
evidence.
The evidence?
What the
Without
heck?
evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I have the evidence. The first bullet battle is about to begin. Ugh. Also, are we almost done?
Yeah, this is the final.
Okay.
one.
I'm scared
When the
because I
killer
don't.
removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to...
Let me, I can't save. Okay, cool.
Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
They used something of their own to remove the screws.
Ow. One second, I have to
Refuse
let
to
the
acknowledge
dog
it.
in.
You're stupid! Stupid, 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 stupid!
The classic line.
I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. I'm scared. I'm scared. The moment of truth. I'm scared. 9
Where's your
minutes?
proof? You kidding me?
Oh wait, I'm supposed to hit the...
Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid!
Oh, how am I supposed to move it?
Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof?
Okay.
You kidding me? Not a chance! Stupid! You lie! Shut up! Where's your proof?
Oh yeah.
You kidding me?
He's a block.
Where's your proof?
Whoops.
This should prove it.
Whoa!
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
A screwdriver. Wow.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got
Yep.
each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's
Let's
because
go
the
in his
culprit
room.
didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Yeah.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
His own.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It would be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid! Huh?
And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
Yeah.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. What?
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Yeah. Oh, ew. A! I got an A. Yay, I got an A. Is that good? I mean...
Yeah.
Whoa!
You're rich now.
I'm rich now.
Looks like you've reached your
There's
verdict.
a meeting in my
Then
bedroom.
are we ready to cast
yeah,
our
well,
votes?
what's happening? A rank, nice, yes.
You all have a lever
We just
in front
found
of
out
you.
who the murderer
Use
was.
it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited!
Let's
Who
do this
will be
thing.
chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice? Or the dreadfully wrong one?
No, the right
What's
one.
it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
We have it locked in. This is so obvious.
Here we go. Oh, it's guilty.
Leon. Ding ding ding, guilty!
Yay.
Yay!
Yeah.
Looks like you got it right on the money. The blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata. Huh? Why does it keep showing that weird photo?
Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka? I don't believe
You
it.
son of a bitch.
What the heck is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be
So,
killed.
That's why...
That's why I killed her
None of
first.
you are any different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing right here. It was complete chance that I would end up like this.
Just unlucky.
That's all.
Hey, come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Everything became clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. It's not that he was
just standing right behind the chubby guy, and it looks like he has her hair.
It does. Because when it came up with the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me, but even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. Oh. After all, the mastermind, it's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her, the video actually had something to do with me, I couldn't even imagine. Now we're trapped here, with no way out. They're probably waiting for me. I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them and Sayaka. Trials take a while, yes. I did whatever it took to reach them, that dream. I mean it, even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know, because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy, howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of their relationships. She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she descended into pure madness. But what did you just say? I understand, really I do, yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. This is all your fault! Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it. Everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly, in a frenzy, No! But...
That's enough.
As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise. If you really want to make sure her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Darn it. Ah, that was a close one. I thought you for sure were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoiding punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kuwata will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her. What? Okay, so he didn't just do self-defense. Like, he went out of his way to force his way into the bathroom and continue to kill her. So if he was just trying to do self-defense, he would have just left, you know? But he made sure he was going to leave with her dead then.
That's it?
Yeah, that's right. I was just protecting myself in the heat of a moment. It was self-defense, not the way you unlocked the bathroom door. How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she'd shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back into your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder? No, that's not. Stop it. I've had enough of this. Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka, do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either because the one to blame is him. What? If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind. Uh-oh, did you awaken to your sense of justice? Well, if it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After that, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up! Okay, well anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment.
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Hey, come on now.
Yeah, hello, Logan. No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay for the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Leon Kuwata, the ultimate baseball star.
No!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
No!
Should have thought about this before you killed her.
Here's the cartoon.
Game over. He's been found guilty. Whoa. Time for the punishment. Oh my. Oh my!
Yeah. We did a whole cutscene.
What?
Board.
Woo! Oh my. He's being dragged by his throat. I don't know if I want to see this. I don't know. Ah! Woo! Oh my. They're all watching him? Oh my. We're gonna have to see that for everybody's death.
Well, not that exact one. There's
No,
like
I mean there's
special-
special ones. I know everybody's not gonna have a baseball one. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
It's so violent. I love it.
Oh my goodness. Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control. But what is going on? I can't take this anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it. Well, hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, screw you. Why the heck are you doing all this evil crap to us?
What the heck?
Well, evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy. Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear. So why are you putting upstanding your citizen like that, like me, through such a grueling ordeal? Oh my goodness. Evil crap, yes. It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying. Okay. You just really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened? Happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course, we can't cut free from the outside world. Being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, you'll think your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't this so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say? I feel like there's more deeper meaning hidden in there, but just like before. Anyway, let's get back to Black and Punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for after all. Hey, when you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to have some fun an hour later. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Well, I think we're gonna have to call it a night, folks.
Yeah, I think we're at the end of the chapter.
Yeah, even after he was gone, we stood there forever unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long. I think everyone got lost in their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna probably call it quits
I think
here.
after these people talk, though, it like has the thing that says it's the end of the chapter, so you could finish that.
Is it long though?
I don't think so. Actually, it might be. I don't know.
I'm like scared we're gonna talk here forever. I think we should just call it quits.
No, my boy's crying.
Yeah, no.
No.
All right, everybody. I think that's it. So we will see you tomorrow. I'm super hungry. I want to eat dinner.
We haven't had dinner yet.
Oh my. Oh, it's 8:30 now. Okay. Well, goodbye, everybody. Have a good night.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. I want to wait.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. See ya. Bye.
Bye.